Yo, what's good, Kings? Now before I start this video, I just want to say thank you to my brother who designed this shirt and gave it to me over Christmas as a birthday present / Christmas present. Really good fit, so thank you. It's even got the Cole Muscle branding on the back, which is cool. I'm not going to wear it out in public, obviously, because I don't want to get bullied, but yeah, sorry. Anyway, now as I'm sure you're already aware from the title, this is 5 things I wish I knew before starting the gym, or at least when I just started the gym. Now I've been thinking about doing this video all week, so I've been slowly thinking about all the things that, I wish personally I knew. I haven't done any research, have not watched any other videos on similar topics because I don't want to be influenced. This is purely 5 things that I wish I knew, and obviously I just want to share that information because it's kind of interesting. Oh, and before I start I'm going to, how I like to ramble on, so I'm going to set a timer for each topic for 2 minutes. I'm trying to keep it under that, but I'm going to set it for 2 minutes nonetheless. So number 1 is consistency. Now what I mean by consistency, and the reason this is number 1 is because it applies from the very first day you walk into the gym. Consistency is going 5 to 6 days a week. Now I understand that 6 days is probably a lot for a beginner, so 5 days at least a week in my opinion. And the reason for that is because if you're going 3 days a week or 4 days a week, so you're having every second day off, let's say, what happens is you sort of tend to go, yeah, I've got to go to the gym on Monday, and then yes, I get Tuesday off, and then I've got to go to the gym, and it's like a drag, it's like a burden, I've got to go or whatever, or I get today off, if that makes sense, like a psychological little ticker. And in my opinion, that's just setting yourself up for failure. If you're going 5 days a week, you're waking up every single day and what time am I going to go to the gym today? I've got to go to the gym today. There's no question, there's no room for error. You've just got to get up and you've got to go. And then if you didn't go consistently, you say you only go 3 days a week, let's say you miss Wednesday, now you're either going to miss a whole 3 days of training or you're going to train 2 days in a row. So, it just doesn't add up. In my personal opinion, I see this all the time, go at least 5 days a week. Not even 4, just go 5 days a week. And it forms a habit, eventually you'll fall in love with it, I guarantee you. Go 5 days a week for at least a month, I guarantee you it will be so much easier. Probably see it so much easier after 2 weeks, but at least a month. So that is point number 1, consistency. And again, make it a priority. I've worked 6 days a week full time, and I've still been able to go to the gym 2 hours a day. So I know how tough it can be, but I know that time maintenance, you can definitely get it in. So consistency, point number 1. Number 2, and that's research. Now, what I mean by research is a few different things. So basically, the best way for you to learn, especially as a beginner, is find someone that inspires you, find someone who's going to give you factual information, find someone that's going to entertain you while giving you that factual information. For me, it was someone like David Laid, Athlete X when I started, and a lot of different people. Doesn't matter if they are clearly taking PDs or whatever, as long as they inspire you and giving you solid information that's going to actually help you and you find them entertaining. So it doesn't really matter, but make sure that they are giving you that proper information, and usually if they've got a huge following and they know what they're talking about, they probably will be giving you that. Another thing is do your own research. Now, although it's kind of contradicting what I just said, but do your own research. There's so many different opinions from so many different people in the fitness industry that I've found that you really need to do your own research, find out what works for you best, and you're going to do that by reading scientific articles that actually work off science. So again, the two, if you combine the two, you're going to pick up a lot of knowledge very fast, and you're just going to figure out how to train best for you. So do a lot of research both by yourself and viewing what other people are saying who inspire you, and then apply this to your training. Now, if you're a beginner, I highly recommend a push-pull legs. It's a very all-round proportional split, so definitely recommend push-pull legs. But again, there's so many different training methods out there, as I just gave my opinion. So definitely do some research. That's point number 2, do a lot of research. Now number 3 is diet. Now I trained for probably a year and a few months, probably a year and 3 months when I started really taking diet into consideration. Before that I ate kind of shitty, I'm not gonna lie. It was just when Australia went into lockdown. Luckily in Queensland we didn't get it too bad, but Diet is so important. That's when I started counting macros, started understanding nutrition and everything like that. And I honestly saw exponential gains. Like, I'm not even kidding. You're gonna cut fat, you're gonna put on muscle, you're gonna feel a lot more energized, and your growth, because food is literally fuel. And this works with rule number 1. If you're going 5 to 6 days a week, and I know like there's some people out there that think that's just way too much, especially for a beginner, if you're eating the right fuel, I guarantee you that you are going to be fueling your body enough for it to make the progress that it needs. And whether you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to bulk up, the right food is going to fuel that progression. So definitely understand foods, nutrition, what's going to get you, and body types as well. Body types is a very broad range. It's going to go all the way through. This goes into research, diet, understanding your body type, whether it's endomorphic, ectomorphic, or mesomorphic, very important, and everything like that. So diets, understanding macros, understanding proteins, fats, and carbs. Again, do a lot of research into that, but understand diet and get on top of your diet now. Don't be snacking on chocolates and high density foods that are just going to do nothing for you. And get a diet that you can actually sustain. Get a diet you enjoy eating. Dieting is cheap, like it's not hard to do. I spend probably $60, $70 a week if I was to buy everything that I needed for my diet. So it's not hard, you can make it really delicious, find foods that you like and enjoy. People that are really good for this is Zach Perna and Greg Doucette. I know Zach recently did a cutting diet for $50 a week, which I plan on doing a bit of a review on in the future, so sneak preview of what may come in the future. I might get lazy, I'm not gonna lie. But that is rule number 3, diet. Now rule number 4, or point number 4 is kind of hard to explain, I'm not gonna lie, but this is a personal thing. So what I found is don't compare yourself to others. Now I know like other people do talk about that, but I've never really heard it in this kind of sense. And what I mean by don't compare yourself to others is oftentimes when you're comparing yourself to others, one, these people, they're fitness influencers or whatever, they're posting their best photos on Instagram or TikTok or whatever application it may be. And obviously they look insane, but what I found I was doing personally is that when I was comparing myself to others, I wasn't actually comparing rather than idolizing. I completely took out what I was and what my physique, how far my physique has come and everything like that out of the equation. And I just started ending up looking at them and thinking holy shit, their physique's insane, how could you ever get to that? And I honestly did not even think about my physique, wasn't even comparing. Comparing is when you have subject A, subject B, and you compare the two. I wasn't even in the thought process, I was just admiring. So really don't compare yourself to others, just work on yourself. Another thing that I've heard people say is you can't compare someone that's had 4 years of progress when you're only at 6 months. That's another factor you got to take into consideration. So definitely don't start comparing yourself, don't let it get you down. That's when body dysmorphia really gets at you. And look, honestly, if you control body dysmorphia, it's a weird kind of topic I'm about to talk about. If you control body dysmorphia, you can get on top of it, you understand it, and you just sort of manage it properly. And I'm not saying try and be body dysmorphic, but it is a really great motivator. For me, again, personally, this is a whole personal opinion. It's a great motivator for you to keep going. Motivation through, negative reinforcement, basically. So yeah, rule number 4, don't compare yourself to others. Especially these big fitness influencers and everything like that. Just stay on your game and just keep doing you. Now rule number 5, this is going to cause probably a lot of controversy. This is going to be the most opinionated one, and this is the one I've found to be most personal to me, and that is setting realistic goals. Now this can be anything to do with the gym world. I'm going to bring up this topic because what happened over New Year's is I saw a lot of people, on all different apps talking about when New Year's comes, I'm going to be in the gym and everything like that. And I thought that was cool and everything like that, whatever you're doing. But I'm going to assume that you're probably on a public holiday on New Year's Eve and New Year's. I'm going to assume that you had all day to go to the gym. So I just don't understand that while you're, in the gym and everyone else is having fun celebrating the end of a terrible year, I just don't understand, it's not a realistic goal to do that every single, it's just enjoy your youth, what I'm saying, enjoy yourself, you've worked hard and everything like that, just enjoy yourself, enjoy what you've brought to the table, have fun with friends, make memories. You don't want to just dedicate every single second in an unrealistic, unsustainable kind of goal. And that kind of frustrated me a lot. Like, I see what you're trying to do and you're trying to be very motivating and everything like that, and it's cool if that's what you want to do, but in my opinion, like, if you didn't have time on New Year's Eve to go to the gym and work out until, 11 p.m, 12 a.m, 1 a.m, I don't know what you're doing, unless you're running a multi-billion-dollar company where you were literally flat out from 6 a.m. in the morning till 11 p.m. at night. I just don't know, on New Year's as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to beef with anyone or anything like that. And again, it's totally up to you what you do, but set realistic goals, have fun with your friends, be realistic, make memories, enjoy your youth basically. What's the point of, working so hard to achieve a physique that you're happy with if you're not going to go out and have fun and just enjoy everything? So that's my 2 minutes. Those are my 5 points. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was personal, like purely based on my foundings and everything like that. So I hope you might agree, you might disagree, and that's cool. If you do disagree or you do agree, let me know in the comments. And again, it's so opinionated. I said it before, this industry is so opinionated. Everyone has a different method of doing things. What works for me might not necessarily work for you, and you'll probably find that a lot going down this journey. So that's my 5 things. I hope you did enjoy this. I'm going to throw out a leg workout that I did the other day which is pretty beast. I'm taking out squatting because I don't know, if you follow me, I've had a bit of back injury last few weeks, but it's starting to heal pretty well. So I'm gonna get back into squatting. I think I'm even considering picking up another leg session throughout the week. The only problem is if I do that, I'm not dropping a session that I'm already doing. So on one of the days, I'm gonna have to go twice a day, because Sunday's rest day. I'm very adamant about. I don't even think I've ever just stepped foot in the gym on a Sunday. I'm not gonna lie to you, and that's not cap. Like, I literally don't think I ever have. So I'm thinking maybe a Thursday morning, might go hit legs. And again, that's all comes under time management. So I hope you guys enjoy this leg workout. I hope you guys enjoyed these 5 tips, and if they did help you out, that's great. I hope you like this video, and enjoy the leg workout.